Absolutely. Okay, let's keep that open. Copy that for later. Then go here. And we are in the dashboard, and we're going to go to live. Testing the audio. We are in one trade right now. These sell limits don't need to be in the market. Oh, look at that. I missed the sell-off there. Man, oh man, oh man. You must respect my authority. All right. Well, we're up. What are we at? What's our P&L today? 12,148. Let's see if we can double that here in the market close. I don't really typically have. I just, so just so you know, I don't have like a profit goal every day where I do it and then I stop. I try to focus on allowing the market to provide me with what it wants to provide me to pull from the market every single day. I'm going to put our trailing stops in, just no reason to keep a loss, because if it actually comes down there, we can always start over. And then what we do is we will go here, bam. Once.
Stop filled.
Oh, stopped out. We are stopped out. Welcome everybody. Was calling the trades, obviously, in Discord. So
stop filled.
Okay, stop.
Stop filled.
Annoying me with your stops, man. I get it. So if you did not, we're not in Discord, you probably didn't catch some of, or didn't get, not catch, you maybe didn't get some warning or some opportunity to maybe follow along with some of the trades, or possibly do the analyst yourself and say, yeah, you know what, that looks like a pretty good trade. Let me move on that. Let me share the stream. There we go. Respect my authority. 100. Whoa. Sorry, dude. I'm having a good conversation in general. So definitely if you are what's the word I was going to say? If you're in Discord, I asked a couple questions there, really just key questions. So where are we at? Well, wait. Why are we long 3 there? Okay.
Order filled.
Didn't like that entry. I think we're going to look at the entry down here. Right there, that's our entry. 60 is the ruling chart on that bad boy. Boom. Tweet. All right, let's do this. Where we at? Let me make sure I'm up in the comments. Let's go to Telegrams. So, oh, look at that. Look at that CL trade. This will be one of those trades where you're like, I don't know if I should be trading that. So we're going to do an initial entry right here.
Order filled.
And then we'll do a trade right here. This is a level check on CL. So I know for some you're looking at that and saying, whoa, don't know if we want to buy then to that thing. I would be, in agreement with you. But we are doing a strong level check there. Things are pulling back here right around the pivot time that we look. So I started this stream at the exact right time for opportunity trades. All right, see if we get picked up on 5 lots there. That's an RDA check. And then the other 5 lots we'd want to get in is get in here and get in here. That's kind of where we'd want to enter. The challenge with that is that we're not really correlating to chart 4, but chart 3 is our control. So let's not be that aggressive. Let's be this aggressive. Challenge is too that that's an early fade, so we don't have confirmation. So we would like some confirmation on that bad boy. Yay. Let's see where we're at. I didn't look at these charts yet to see if they're helpful at all. But I can tell you right now, drawing trend lines isn't helpful.
Order filled.
All right, got filled on 5. There we go. We're at back. Look at that. We're back at the weekly test. Okay, so now this is actually not serious. This is an interesting scenario here. Is this a fake breakdown, as they say? Or does it really want to actually... I wish I would have traded that down, actually, instead of just, setting up the stream. Like I said, the biggest hit to my P&L is actually streaming. I want this feedback. I really do. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We're in 5. Up 90 on that one lot on the CL trade. I probably should have traded more on that level check. Like I said, going into that trade, what did I say? Sorry, not showing the chart that we're trading. Okay, I don't need these. I'll put this at the end because I'll reread this to see if there's any value. Okay, I won't reread it then. Jerk. See if there's any value in it. Down 350 on that trade. Let's not get this aggressive. It's an early fade. It's not moving. We've got maybe a form of an alpha. Really, we've got our first key level right here. That's kind of too far to scale in. Yeah, didn't get a reaction there. Do not like the way that it's behaving, but give it a little opportunity for the buyers to kind of wake up and say, oh, okay, well, maybe we will buy this. Maybe we will buy this bad boy. Ooh. It's a good sell-off there. Right to the VWAP. So, decent sell-off right to the VWAP.
Order filled.
That's what she said. Oh, look at that. GC's testing the RDA. I called that ahead of time. But we got the weekly test there. So I'd wait for the weekly test, VWAP test. That's probably the best trade on the... Oh, geez. Holy crap. The best trade on... And then we'll put in a... why... You know what? TradingView needs to do something where like you don't have all these other... I don't know how they would do it. But, I wish, maybe I'm just an odd person or an odd duck, an odd trader. And maybe the way that
Stop filled.
these platforms work, they're just like perfect, right? And maybe I'm just the one that's like can't function with them because they're just not intuitive as they should be. I'm open to that actually, that's the problem. I'm open that I'm the problem and not the problem is the tool. I'm open to that. I know we're down, that once again that CL trade was a fade, so I didn't, I should have just went in 3 lots. I shouldn't have just did one, because I'd still have two running with me. So I made an error there on that entry. Ooh, that's a pretty deep sell-off. I don't, we're going to have to decide here pretty quick whether or not we believe this sell-off. That's what we're going to have to decide. But we're at the VWAPs. Come on.
Order filled.
Didn't pick me up, you bastard. Anybody around? Anybody there today? I don't see anybody on the YouTubes. We got some people watching, I think. Let's see if we can get to 20K here by the end of the day. I don't know. Like I said, I don't put these arbitrary type of numbers. I mean, I put it in the image and I put it in, like I said, Oh, I didn't start the stream. That would be one reason why we're not getting any viewers there. Okay, I do apologize. I didn't start trading.
Order filled.
Are you fade trading? Or fade trade setting up? Yeah, so that's what I mean. Yeah, this is a fade trade, but it's based on the 60-minute as a control going to an RDA check and the slow momentum. But you know, if you look at if you look at the opening range, I mean, whew, like ripped right through. But then that's the VWAP test, so I'll probably get an opportunity here to get out. But you'd ideally like to see more of a reaction from the buy side than what we're seeing right here. Yeah. So ideally you'd want to see more of a reaction than what we're seeing, but we might get that here. So the buyers might actually wake up and say, oh, I gotta click buy, not sell. I don't know. We'll see. We get an opportunity here, I'm sure, to get out at break even or a little bit of profit on a 9-lot position. Ideally, I'd want to stick with it, but the challenge is that until it starts capturing momentum on the chart 2, I really don't want to get too aggressive. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I can't read your name, or I'm going to say it wrong. Nan said, "Yep, trading today, awesome, sweet. Fade trade setting up, yeah, or fill on the way to the open. I don't know. I mean, like that sell-off kind of was a little bit deeper of a fake sell-off, but if it was a liquidation down to test the VWAP, if there's liquidity down there, if I want to talk like someone that actually acts like he's talking like he knows what's going on, then I would say, oh, this was a pivot 1 afternoon false break for a liquidity check, for a liquidity check at the VWAP. If I talk like that, but I don't.
Order filled.
I just trade charts. We just trade charts around these parts. We've got a level there, and we've got another level just slightly below that. It's a pretty aggressive sell-off, so it's almost like you gotta, if it's not answered here pretty quick in the pivot time, okay, there's a little bit of a stall. We got a quasi level. I was gonna say a posi level, but isn't a posi? Isn't that a type of like axle posi? Like I said, I gotta entertain myself. So like oh man, that hurt. Look at that. That really sold off. Yep. That's what happens when you fade the market hardcore. But we're at a level.
Order filled. Order filled.
So we're at a level. Yeah. I went into this knowing I'm fading it, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I mean, I went into this understanding that this is a fade that, it might be going to the OR 50. So that's why I've adjusted everything down to the OR 50. I've adjusted everything down to the OR 50. And then we've still got enough powder to keep going. And this is not me going against the basics. But at this point, it might be. If it keeps doing what it's doing. Did something hit? Some kind of news? Who knows? It's moving like some kind of news. Maybe there was what's the word I'm looking for? We got the next level here, and then this will be the first level test here. So, this better hold up. Otherwise, I got to take a loss on it. So this downward level here, the downward dog. Like I said, I don't know. I say things and then I just connect them to other things. Okay, so mainly to entertain myself, because I'm not listening to music. So if I'm not listening to music, then I need to entertain myself. Because I can't. What I found on the stream is that if I do listen to music, then I'm either talking too loud or I just can't. I can't hear, or I don't know. It just affects me communicating. So, oof, man, shouldn't have faded this move. I should have been on the other side. Actually, this is actually a bad trade at this point in time. Once again, end of day bad trade. Should have immediately, as the RDA was lost, should have said no fade, no fade. And if we look at the grade, look at all these executions. Damn. Should turn those off because it's hard to read this chart. Settings, trading, executions. Damn. Yeah, damn, son. Did tap the 200.
Order filled.
Waiting for that level tap. Is it gonna fall? Is it gonna fall short of that level? That's the question. Is it gonna fall short of that level?
Order filled.
We'll see. Once, twice, 2 times a lady. Ooh, that's a pretty big alpha there, but it could be answered here pretty quick. When you look back, it could be an overshoot, so that's the other thing I'm projecting out on. Okay. Gold is... we're looking for a test on gold, and then we'll think about scaling in there. We'll consider it. Crude oil. Did I roll that forward? Yeah, that's June. I rolled it forward here too. Yeah, that's June. Okay. No, I got a notice to possibly roll forward, and I did. It's Lionel Richie. Good old Lionel. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. Am I streaming on TradingView? Is it working? I never know.
Order filled.
That's what she said. Once again, maybe a small bounce now. Yeah, I think so too. But I'm waiting for that official level tap. That level tap is right around. Why can't I read the chart? Oh, right around 0.99 spot 50. Yeah. Oof, man, this is an ugly sell-off. I wish I was on the other side of this. Once again, Super Fade Man came out. He sure did. Super Fade Man came out. Let's look at the internals. I bet it's below the 0 line. Yep, it is. Yep, that is.
Order filled.
There we go. We're getting picked up at the level.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Now it's just a matter of, does that roll?
Order filled.
Oof, 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 oof. Ugly. Ugly sell-off. Make me wish that I was on that side of that trade. Really an ugly sell-off there. Is that 3 more? Yeah, something must have hit. Some kind of like sentiment news or something. Who knows? Look at that sell-off. Yeah, ordinarily I would have been. Let's see. Yeah, well, basics aren't fixed, obviously.
Order filled.
We'll sit on this here for a second. Yeah, well, it hit that level, so there should be, not should be. I mean, we expect some reactions. First level test, so we do expect some reaction in that zone.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, I should go get some coffee. That's what I should do. Yeah, I do need some coffee. So let's go do that. Let's go get some coffee. Let's refill my coffee. I'll be right back shortly. Let's watch this chart. I just need to watch this chart. Well, look at that. It gave up the weekly pretty hardcore. I mean, like, that's pretty hardcore. Maybe it's going to the daily open. Oof, man. It's going to the daily open. That's going to be painful. Oh, sweet. That's going to be delivered today? That's baller. Sweet. Getting to delivery is something I actually want. I'd like an RDA check here on chart 2. Market. If you're listening to me, do an RDA check. Chart 2. Well, we got an overshoot level created. Chart 4. That's positive. So that pattern is developing possibly. Possibly. We'll see. Rex, you need to be like one of those dogs that can go get beers. I don't want a beer. What I would like is a coffee. But you are not a highly capable dog. No, you're not. You're not a highly capable dog. I'm watching this chart closely just because this
Order filled.
chart is key for, holding that level. I just want to just ensuring that level is going to hold. Matt's not holding yet. Looks like it's going to break.
Order filled.
It is. It's going to break. Whew. Man. Sellers came out to play, finally. They finally came out to play. They're like, you know what? It's time for us to step up our game. Where is that? Okay, I'm going to go get some coffee. So I'm going to have to manage out of this trade, obviously. Jeez. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, I'm going to go get coffee. Where's the set? Yeah, Rex, you're a terrible, terrible dog as far as like, hooking me up with what I need. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red candles in a row. That's a pretty strong move. You got to believe that. I mean, that's probably pretty much a sentiment move. That's a change in. I mean, it has a huge potential for a change in market direction, obviously.
Order filled.
Coffee time. Come on, buddy. You gotta come down here. You can't be up there. That's not your spot. All night long. I gotta head to the restroom too.
Order filled.
What up? What you doing, buddy? Why you look so sad?
Order rejected. Order rejected. Order filled. Order filled.
You know, I don't know why you continuously want to hang out up there. Like you got the perfect spot. Like right here. This is your perfect spot right here. So why don't you hang out here with me?
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Why don't you just hang out with me?
Order filled. Order filled. Order rejected. Order rejected. Order rejected. Order rejected. Order filled. Order filled.
It's going for the daily open. That's where it's going for. Is it going to fall short of it? That's the question. And how much is it going to fake people out on the way? Let me get my coffee. All night long, all night.
Order filled.
What's up, buddy? Okay, just had to step away, kind of get some coffee, waiting for that daily open check. I did reverse, did take a little bit of a loss, just a little, but you know, we're still in it. We're in the reversal. Give me a second to sit down and get situated. What's up, buddy? All right, you stay there, okay? That's your spot now. That is your spot. Oh. Snap. All right, we're waiting for that. We're really waiting for that weekly open test. Sorry, I didn't keep up the chart. I should have kept up the chart. What does that say? Sent you 100 coins. Oh. What are coins here? Like, I haven't figured out what coins are yet. Let's remove this limit here. Like, I haven't figured out what coins are yet. Ah, damn it. It's spiking here. It's not going. You know, I can't. This is the problem. I can't keep this chart that I want to see up with the windows I have in Stream. So I'm new to trading and need help on depositing funds and buying and selling. I'm you know, I guess talk to your broker, right? So, damn it. I'm trying to get situated and get coffee and manage this trade. I mean, I'm waiting for the sell-off, but like I said, I want to watch that chart. I want to watch the actual chart. And why is it stalling here? That's the question. Why would it stall here and not stall at the weekly open or the day open? So the question on, I'm new to, well, I guess ask your broker. Like, I mean, that's kind of a weird, not weird, but an interesting question. Okay. If it's going to stall here, it's going to stall. Frustrating.
Order filled.
Just getting out because it's obviously stalling here for no reason. Right? I mean, not that there's no reason, but like, it's, you know, screw this. I'm going to put this on the other chart. I don't care anymore. Well, I mean, I care, but it's like, you know, this is the problem with streaming. Like, I'm down one monitor, so I can't watch the chart that I actually want to watch to actually execute this trade properly. Because I have to share. I don't have to, but I'm sharing the stream. Look at that sell-off. I'm looking, so RDA on chart 2, I mean, we're going to start here.
Order filled.
So we're going to start here. And then what we'll do is we'll start here, and then we're looking for the RDA. But I mean, I want to be bigger than 5. I want to be 20 or something. What the hell, dude? Okay, there we go. All right, now I got this chart. I copied this link 3 times. Copy. Why the fuck is it not opening? Am I stupid? Oh, I mean, I like TradeOvate. Or stage 5. I think it's stage 5, not 5 stage. Stage 5, sorry.
Order filled.
Okay. I don't know why it's not allowing me to actually open up this chart. In my browser. That is the oddest thing. Well, I guess I could just drag it down, then I won't be able to show it anymore. All right, well, we're going to wait till the test up here. That's where we're going to wait. Buddy, you can't stay there. That's not your spot. Oh, totally blew through the momentum and bias and everything on the 60. And then totally blew through those levels. I mean, there was a reaction there. You got an opportunity. You got a quick opportunity if you entered at just that level. You didn't get one opportunity on that weak level. So that is a rare sight to see. That is a rare sight to see. But I'm waiting for the day open, and once again, well then screw it. I'm just gonna put this chart down here since it's not gonna allow me to friggin' put it. Maybe it's because I'm streaming. It literally didn't let me open that chart. Yeah, I got to figure out the setup because this is annoying. I'm sorry to complain. So I do apologize to complain, but yeah. Well, TradeOvate. Start with TradeOvate. And join Discord down below. And if you want an awesome trade system to trade, thank you a ton. If you want an awesome trade system to trade, you can ask me how to get started. Come on. Is it going to stall here before it taps the day open? Really? It's going to do that. It's going to stall before it taps the day open. It might, actually. 'Cause that'd be a perfect fake out move. What time is it? It's 14:50. So let's add 3 more.
Order filled.
That's what she said.
Order filled.
Oh, come on. Guess we're going to do chart 4. Chart 4 is the fast momentum check. That's our next entry area, entry zone. Aligns with chart 2 RDA. Aligns perfectly with chart 2 RDA. So I'm extremely focused because I want to highly scalp this with size. So, you know, I've got music on a little bit. That's why you're kind of like hearing me kind of like jostle, not jostle. I don't know what the proper term. No. You know, I hate to be complaining all the time. But look, I pull up Spotify and it gives me a notice about something stupid I don't care about. I just wanted to play music. I pull up Word to type in a Word document. And then it asks me to take a survey. Word. You know, is it possible? I need to contact an attorney. Can I file a class action suit against Microsoft? Because every time I start up Edge, it asks me to actually make Edge my default browser. And I tell it no every single time. I'm wondering if I can start, you know, I'm not one to litigate, but maybe I can start a class action suit. I don't understand this. Okay. There we go. We're waiting for that daily open tag. That's the last, and then we're waiting for maybe 977 on the index. But I mean, that was a pretty fierce move on the 5-minute. I mean, look at that move. I should have reversed a long time ago. Sorry, I'm talking probably too loud. Because my music's too loud. Oh, I need to check Discord. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, no, I missed a good portion of it. I'm holding for a day tap. So that's what I'm watching. So I'm watching the other chart. I'm watching the chart I had up. That might be another opportunity. I mean, if it's not answered here pretty quick, like here. I mean, maybe it might be an opposite reaction right here. We got 5 minutes left in this candle, 60-minute candle. So if we do, well, I can't. Yeah, there's no reason to believe that it's not going to go down to the 13.5, 13.75.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's not doing good either. It's kind of doing the same thing. So once again, we're testing what would be a 4-chart setup on Bitcoin on TradingView because they refused to add tick charts. Well, they did say they added a new chart type, so let's check that out. Let's use this chart here and check it out. I'm just waiting for the sell-off, so you're not missing anything. Like, really, we're waiting for the daily test, which is on the index, which is 964. That's what we're waiting for. Now, it might find support there. Got a level on chart 4, so the more that holds up, the more that, I mean, I probably should get out of this trade. Not reverse necessarily, but get out. I don't have tremendous patience for this right now. Yeah. So obvious that's what it was going to do. I should have reversed right there, rode it up to the stupid RDA, but I'll continue to scale in here for the check that I think is happening. I mean, the question is it going to go up all the way up to here? So we'll position for that. Trying to find some kind of bid. Yeah, well, now I'm down more than I want to be down on this trade because I should have just reversed there.
Order filled.
You know, it might actually stop right there, actually. Based on what it's doing. It might actually stop right there. I think we have to consider that. Or I have to consider that. Okay, this song is not a good song for trading. It's like some chick complaining about some dude. RDA check right there. And then fast momentum check on the chart 4. And then obviously it looks like the index actually is going to do a fast momentum check. So I'll do the rest of the positions possibly up there. Possibly.
Order filled.
Probably got one more 5-minute candle maybe in that move, and then 5-minute candle will come down and overshoot maybe. Why does because we're NatGas, no. Gold, I did a pretty good gold trade earlier. I'm still going off the thesis of the day test overshoot on the index, just so you know. So, and then the best, once it was kind of clear that it was going to, like I said, I already said I should have reversed and just traded it up. But, the one, if it closes above the index 0, so I'll just share this chart in trade room or in the futures room in Discord. So once, where am I at? Where's my, there we go. Sorry, my stream deck wasn't changing over. So it's the leftmost chart. It's that day open there. But obviously we're more down on this trade than we want to be, given that okay, this is the next candle. So this next candle can tap that, but then the following candle must fail. So that's really kind of the pattern. So it's, for some reason it used that level. I don't understand why it used that level, to tell you the truth. Not that I don't understand, or not that I'm looking to understand. What I would say is, why is the delta not showing up? There's not like a really, okay, I see. That's why. There's always typically a reason on the chart. And what is the reason? Well, I'll share this in the futures room. Like, that's the reason. Well, I'll just show you. That's the reason. That's why it stopped there. Open of a candle that had an RSI signal. So that's why it stopped there. All right. Obviously, if this continues up, So this candle, like I said, is at what's time on this candle? Yeah, so 3 more minutes. It's the 2 o'clock hour. This candle has, it can come up
Order
here,
filled.
fill us, maybe come up a little bit higher, possibly. Maybe it's going for the VWAP. It might be going for the VWAP. Then we're really on the wrong side of this trade. So, but the next candle really, really, really can't close above momentum. So that's the key. That's the key to this trade. Otherwise, I just get out and take the loss. It's kind of the way to do it. But I'm trading with momentum. It's newly developed momentum. That's kind of the problem. I don't know if that's a problem, but now this will look like a RDA overshoot if it sells off here. Oh, that's right, Rex. We got to get you a tactical harness. All right, man. We'll get you a tactical harness. There we go. That's what we were looking for. See that? All right, so we're at 7,300. We're waiting for the tap of the daily open and an overshoot because it's been proven that it wants to overshoot. So, I'll just show this. Well, I can't show this thing. I guess I can just see if I can open up this chart up there. Okay, is it going to ask me to take some profit here? Well, it's at the 5-minute level, so it's going to have a reaction. The question is that going to use that 5-minute level? I guess I probably should just put some trailing stops in, 6 each. 6, 12, 18. 24. Of course, that makes it so you can't see my position at all. Up roughly 13 grand, 14 grand. Bam. Go, baby. I'll go hard for you, man.
Order filled.
There we go. Took some profit off. Why? Because it stalled for a second, but it's probably going to rip down to the daily now. And then we'll reverse. We'll try to reverse at the right spot. At the right spot. Oh, where are we at? Oh, come on. You're not going to rip up now, are you? Little bitch.
Stop filled.
Oh, fuck. Well, you're going to stop right there, dude. You didn't even hit the daily open. What the hell? Make me regret having stops in the market. Why the hell are you going to stop right there? You're going to stop short of overshooting the daily open. Seriously? Yeah.
Stop filled.
Yeah, you little... This little friggin' little move that it's doing here is pissing me off. It's like, just get down there. Okay, there you go. See, you took me out for no reason, dude. Okay, maybe it's going to continue. I don't know. Keep going, dude. Like, seriously, you're like, you're about, yeah. What a, come on, keep going. I don't know why you stopped there. Tag the day open. Like, Okay, sell off here now. This little stupid ass chart. Because it's gonna knock me out and then force me to sell again. There we go. That's what we want to see. Okay, keep filling. I mean, I'm seeing the 4 chart setup, so I'm watching chart 2. So you're wondering, like, what are you watching? I'm watching chart 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm watching chart 2. Why the fuck would it stop here? Fine. Take me out. I mean, I guess it could use that 5-minute level. That's what it could be doing. It could be saying, you know what? We're going to fake everybody out, which is basically what what you're hearing from me, which is like, oh, come on, dude. Like, not going to take out the day open. You're not going to at least test it. But you're doing this intentionally to destroy my P&L. I don't want to add here because if it's going to rip up more and do another test, I'll add at the other test again. So it's like either decide to sell off or stop being. There you go. See, now it's going to decide maybe. I'm under the woos. Time is it? We're in the second pivot. Afternoon second pivot. For those in the Discord, if you're not in Discord, you need to join Discord down below. But did I get knocked out? No, I didn't. So I shared the different psychological moves that the market has across the 24 hours of the futures market. Psychological pivots. There are 2 pivots in the afternoon. There's 3 actually. There's 4 actually. You know. There we are. We're up about $9,000 on that. Okay, finally you're doing. Now you're gonna do it. Jeez, man. It's like, okay, you know, I guess I guess I should ask myself, well, if I was so convinced that it's gonna take out the day open and hit that 940 level, then dude, why didn't you just like continue selling into that move? I get it. Come on, dude. You're going to use this level. I mean, you would expect a reaction here. So it's like, I'm not really surprised, but it's like, there we go. Oh, come on. It just needs to rip one more time. And then it's going to take it out. Rip one more time, man. You got it. You got this. You can do it. There we go. It's going to finally do it, man. Jeez. Pissing a brother off. Wham, knock it out. Dude, this song, who is this by? Lauren Spencer Smith. I've never heard of this chick. I do like this new song by 504 and Hot Sauce. I like that new song. It's my new jam. As the kids say. Well, kids probably don't say that anymore. But I used to have a button I used to have a button on my Steam Deck that I could share in Discord the songs I was listening to in Spotify. Woo. Okay. We're going to take some profit here right at the day open. Right here. Oh, come on. You're not going to take us out?
Order filled.
Asshole. One of the woos. We're going to want to reverse here, but not now. You know, the reversal right at the day open is like...
Stop filled.
I need to pause this. Or I need to, like, take a phone call. So turn off my mic. Hello?
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
All right, bye. Have a good day. All right. That was exciting. All right, so we're not ready to reverse yet. We wanted to tag the 937. So the problem is that we wanted to tag the level. It's a strong level check. So we're waiting for this 3030. 030 is what we're waiting for. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. What are we in? We're still in 9 lots. What are we up? We're still up about 9-10 grand. Okay. That's doable. Waiting for that level check and then we'll reverse. The level check is at 030. Then we'll reverse. Ideally, we would reverse either at the level or on a overshoot of that level. So almost there. Jeez, pretty fierce sell-off. And that's actually kind of the week low. Okay, I guess we should wait for the week low. Or is it going to fall short of the week low? That's the question. That's the question. I think we wait for the week low tap, and then below the week low you go long. Yeah, I think we're not going to get a chance. I think that might be the tap. I mean, that would be a 60-minute tap as well. I don't exactly want to, like, the problem is I don't exactly want to reverse right here and have to scale in on the official level tap. That's just the challenge with this trade right now. I want to reverse, but I don't want to reverse at the wrong time. So I could just get out and just say, okay, let's wait for a confirmation of reversal. I just like being tactical. Tactical is basically when you basically reverse at the, like you're in a trade like this, and you reverse at the exact right spot, and then later on you share that picture on Twitter, and then you say, you know, members, you know, look what you missed out on. Members saw the exact trade at the exact position. I don't know how these dudes do it, but however they do it, you see it on Twitter all the time. I mean, I don't go to Twitter that much anymore. There we go. We're going to get the level tap. Tap, tap, tap. Bam. Tap. Tap, baby. Baby, baby. That's the week open. Okay, let's reverse this. We'll just start reversing.
Order filled.
Bam. Reversed. Okay. There we go. Baby, baby. It's Biggie. Biggie's coming back. More money, more problems. All right. There we go. Bam. 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 Oh, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Rip up, son. As I continue to talk like a 90s rapper. The 808 kick drum. What is that song from? The 808 kick drum, make the girlies get dumb. What is that song from? Or what is that lyric from? How do you add the trailing stop? It's in Tradovate. Just click. It's a left click. But the chart needs to say trailing stop. Whoa, whoa. All right. We got to take a little bit of risk here. We got to take a little bit of risk. Meaning that we got to stick with this trade on this reversal and have a little bit of confidence in our level. So we got to have a little bit of confidence in our level, or it's going to ultimately just super fail. Super freak. One of the woos. Ooh, ooh. All right. It's trying to hold that level. I don't like the fact that it didn't tap it exactly. What am I talking about? Let's see if I can open this chart upstairs. Or upstairs. Up here in my monitor up here. Oh, this is the pre-trade routine that we covered today. Why is it not going to that link? That's a TradingView link. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell. But like, what the hell, dude? Okay, there it goes. There we go. That's the week open right there, or week low right there. Well, I think it just created it. Yeah, it just created it. And then there's a previous week open over here. So, and then the level that I'm watching, if we go to the day, boom. Okay, yeah. See this? I just changed it to the day, and what does TradingView do? Like, does this make any sense? I know I'm bitching again, but it's like, what the hell, dude? The amount of times that I have to modify TradingView charts because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I should get paid a bonus. Well, the question is it going to stop there, or does it want to go with the slow momentum? You know, screw this. Not screw this. I need to put the indicators on the chart because this is stupid that I actually have to like look at them when I have the indicator. Like, it's a member indicator. So, you know, RD, multi. This is a pretty sweet, okay, hold on. I got to turn off my music so I can talk. This is a pretty sweet indicator, if I do say so myself. Rex. Custom momentum lines. Yeah, dog custom. There it is. Customizable momentum lines. Bam. Okay, thank you. So we've got the Rex dog customizable momentum lines on the chart. And then what we can do is we can say what visibility will we want the day. Now, I don't need to worry about going back and forth between, oh, I don't need to draw it anymore. It's on my chart. See how awesome that is? There's the daily fast momentum. There's the daily slow momentum. And then there's the daily RDA. See how awesome that is? That's awesome. I do say so myself. That's just one of the indicators that you get with the Rex dog system. And then what we can do, can I copy this? Is there a way to copy this? Copy. Okay, do I have to paste it now? Okay, do I do Control V? Okay, there we go. Now what I can do is I can do another one. And I can say, okay, instead of the day, let's do the week. Or let's do the 240. Or let's do the 60. Bam. Now we got the 60. And yeah, it's a lot of lines, but look, we don't need to pull up the 60 anymore. Like, we don't have to pull up the 60 anymore. We can literally just pull up. We can be on the 5 and literally, where are we at? I'm looking at the chart. Another level check. Oh, come on. You're not going to pick up my extra position? Guess not. We're only in 9 lots.
Order filled.
Okay, now we're in 12. So now we don't have to pull up the 60. But does it busy up our chart? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now what you can do, which is cool about this too, or I think it's cool anyways. I don't know why the offset isn't automatically set. You can just do the label offset. So you can basically say, okay, I want the label offset to be here. Why is it not moving? Oh, there it is. Okay. And you can do it negative, I believe. Can't you do it negative? I thought you could do it negative. We're going to try it. We're going to hack the system. Bam. Okay, no, you can't. You can't do negative. So I apologize. I thought you could do negative. Let me look into that. But what you can do is you can, so basically what I do, what you typically see is that we'll offset it. That way, you know, it's not in the same visual space, right? So you'll see on my Rexdog Maximus chart, Rexdog Maximus, like, do I have a Rexdog Maximus up? Let me load up the Rexdog Maximus. Load layout. Maximus. Okay, it's selling off more. Rexdog Maximus. Bam. So this is called Maximus because it has every like time frame on there. You'll see the week, and because we're looking at the 4-day, we don't see that. But if we go to the 4 hour, the 240, or actually we go to the 5, you'll see everything. Like, see, like we see the 240, we see the day, we see the 60 on here, we see the week. We should see the 60. I don't know why the 60 is
Order filled.
All right, we're getting filled again. Here we are.
Order
Kind of an
filled.
aggressive fade here. This is where I say, like I said, you got to trust your levels. Got to trust your levels. Did that answer your question? Reese wants cheese. As far as like you asked about trailing stops. There we go. We only got picked up for 18. We'll see. Gotta trust. I can't figure it out. Can you show me on your screen really quick if you are okay? No, sorry. I'm trading. Maybe at the end I can. But here's the thing, okay? I'm just gonna share a little tip. Like, Google it. How to set it. It's literally one of the icons on the chart, and if you right click, it says view settings, and then go to stop type. So I guess I can send, or I can't send a picture. Yeah, I'm just not gonna pull up that chart because I'm actively not gonna, maybe at the end, but I'm going to not risk my P&L. Plus Tradeovate doesn't pay me anything. I wonder if they have a affiliate account. Does Tradeovate have an affiliate? I should actually sign up as an affiliate for Tradeovate. Just because. Tradeovate affiliate program. Do they have one? Okay. Oh, there's a Tradeovate trade copier. Really? So that means like I could have people copy my trade? Really? I didn't know that. So all y'all could be riding off my back? All y'all could be like, not only did I develop and share one of the world's foremost trading systems that exists, like y'all could actually trade with me or trade off me. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I'm intentionally not even going to show my P&L publicly. Oh, I don't use brackets. So, isn't there another tool? You know, I used to use this tool called Digo, or Diigo, for my bookmarks. And so I would save everything in there, like all my bookmarks. And then they went to a paid subscription. And I was like, look, I can afford it. But I'm like, y'all know. Y'all hear me rail against subscriptions probably quite a bit. Like, I just am not. Like, how many subscriptions do you need? I'm telling you, everybody that's alive now, the funeral home's going to try to get you on some kind of subscription when you die. They're going to do it. Probably what it'll be is like, hey, we'll upload a instance of you into this artificial computer that's on your headstone. And it will be you. And basically, though, you're going to have to pay a $30 a month fee to be able to access that. Welcome, Jules. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not, I'm not in active trading on Discord. I apologize. Hey, look, peeps. Can I just ask members, like, if I'm not in Discord and you show up to the stream just in Discord, just nudge me and say, hey, dude, you're not in Discord. Like, I just forget. So, just if I could ask you, if you see that I'm not there, especially if you listen to the audio there. I mean, that's what I would do. If I was watching me trade, I would basically listen to the audio on Discord, and then I would probably be having the stream in the background, just cause I could, like, oh, he just said something. Let me see what he's showing, or let me see what he's going over. Right? That's what I'd be doing. I want to be heavier here, but we're in the half hour of the market, so it could rip up the rest of the day. But I think we should be happy with an 18 lot position there. I mean, I wanted to be a little heavier, but should have ate more food for lunch. We'll do lots of 3. There we go, 18. Started here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm telling y'all, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm kind of excited on multiple fronts. So, are there people in TradingView? No, there isn't. There's only like 2 people. Maybe I should stop streaming on TradingView. I don't know if there's value there. Up about, I don't know what we're up on this trade, 5,600. Obviously, at this momentum check, we'll be thinking about potentially taking some profit. Whoa. Need to add you as a actual.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
Well, that sucks. What the hell? We wanted to make, like, I don't know, 15 grand.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Jerk. I don't like when the market doesn't allow us to make what we want to make. That is so annoying, dude. I got knocked out on that pullback and I didn't add. I mean, we're still, I guess I can decide how aggressive is this move going to be. But it's at a momentum check, so it's a terrible place to add. Terrible, terrible, terrible. 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 So, do you still want me to Reese wants cheese? I can pull up a chart probably and share. Possibly. I mean, it's real simple. It's easy, but I wanted to concentrate on my trades. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm not the tech support for Trade08. I just say that as a joke, but yeah, no problem. I mean, give me a second. I just want to manage my trades. I have a tendency sometimes to get distracted and not manage my trades properly, and then it destroys my P&L, and then I get mad, and then I blame myself because I'm not properly managing my trades, or I miss a trade. So, crazy. Let me go to a chart and I'll show you this exactly. And let me make sure that I'm not going to do something that I don't want to do. So give me 1 second. Oh, I got this thing, I think. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Rex Dog Trading. Nephew Tony created that. Nephew Elite. I believe, didn't you, Tony? Yeah, you created that. I think it has music too. Muzak. Okay, there we go. Trade Room Alpha. I need to get an updated image. Ah, man, we need to really be more dollars on that. So, more dollars on that. All right. Here we go. So, all right. Are you watching, Reese? Just want to make sure you're watching, so just confirm you're watching. I know there's a delay, so just confirm you're watching, then I'll just show you. It's real simple. So, and here's what's pretty sweet about this. So, Reese just confirmed that you're watching, so I'm not just doing it and you're not actually watching. Okay, cool. So over here, up here in the upper right, you'll see something that says View Settings. View Settings. Click that, and then per chart. So each chart has a View Settings. Okay, so I'm going to just do this. This chart has a View Settings. And what's really awesome about this, the one awesome thing about this, most trade platforms allow you to do this, is per chart you can say stop type. So you'll see here this says stop. You can do stop limit, trailing stop limit. So obviously a trailing stop limit is, you know how to basically set that. Same with stop limit. You put a particular limit distance from the stop, and then you show it in value, basically. Usually you just want to do a stop. What a stop is, that's a fixed stop. So if I do stop, that means on this chart here, if I was in a position and I put a stop loss, so if I'm buying, well, let's buy CL. So I actually want to buy CL. Let's join the bid. Okay. Pick me up. Okay, we'll get picked up.
Order filled.
So we join the bid on CL. Now, since on this chart, I have it set to stop type, it will be a fixed stop. So basically, when I go in here, right click and put stop, that stop's not going to move. Now I can drag it up as the price moves up, right? So if this was the same ticker, so just imagine this is CL and imagine this was CL, how we do our 4-chart setup. And if you're not a member and you haven't joined the training, you really should consider it. It's one-time fee, $9.97. But so what we do, or what I teach, is you have 4 charts usually. You have 4 charts, and then on one of the charts you do trailing stops, and then pretty much all the other charts you do fixed stops. But that way okay, if I put a stop in this chart, it's a trailing stop. And then so for instance, this chart, let's say we were trading the CL on this chart, what we would do is we'd say, okay, stop type, and then it would be trailing, or it would be a trailing stop. So now the stop that we would put on that chart would be a trailing stop. Really simple. You probably already understand that concept, but I just wanted to explain it. So, I like what you see me typically do a lot of times is that now the sucky thing about trailing stops. So like this fixed stop, I can move wherever I want. Well, I mean, obviously within reason of where the market's at. But the sucky thing about trailing stops, at least on this platform, Sierra Chart allows you to do this, which is friggin' awesome. So if I do trailing stop, and then I put a trailing stop in, Trade-O-Vate's not smart enough. So it's a trailing stop now. So if it moves up, it'll trail with it, obviously. Trade-O-Vate, for some reason, is not smart enough to let me allow to move that. Like, it's like, no, you got a trailing stop. I'm not smart enough to do the calculation. I can't move it. Well, Sierra Chart is smart enough to do the calculation and say, oh, you want to move your fixed stop or your trailing stop? Okay, we'll recalculate it from there. Because what you see me do a lot of times, or you probably don't see me because you don't see me managing the trade actively, or you see it happening.
Order filled.
For instance, is basically, I'll do like, I have hotkeys. So for instance, like this H here, what this does is that turns on hotkeys. So now my hotkeys are on. Now I use a really cool piece of hardware called Stream Deck, which allows you to push buttons. So like now what I can do is I'm just going to push a button and I can cancel all the offers, for instance. So that's an offer. It cancels the offer. And then I will then re-put my trailing stop, down. That'd be a buy. Sorry. You need to be smart enough to put the right position in, obviously. And then I will reposition my trailing stop. You'll see me do that often. Now, I'll just share one of the coolest things about Sierra Charts that I'd like to add. Actually, I won't share that. We'll get out of this position.
Order filled.
I don't no longer want to be in it because it's not moving. Did that help? Yeah, you can trade in what's called brackets. So for instance, you see this this thing right here. Wait. Why is that ATM? There it is. So see this, these are brackets. So for instance, this bracket here is a 25 tick bracket. If I open this up, what that does is basically if I enter 3 positions, it will put a stop loss only, a stop loss only, and a stop loss only, 25 ticks, 30 ticks, 35 ticks away automatically. I guess I am becoming check support for Trade-O-Vate. So I could turn this to a take profit and stop loss. So basically that means that I'd have a take profit at 9 ticks above. I could put this like at 30 ticks above. And then I have a trail stop at 25. So what that means, what chart did I do this on? I did this on the NQ. So for instance, if I enter one position here on the NQ, which I'd probably do want to enter, you'll see that it automatically put those bracketed orders in. So they're in the market. Now, since I didn't get picked up, I can't do anything with them because they're tied to that order. But that's how you do that. You use brackets. I don't like brackets. I mean, I probably should use brackets for protective stops, but I'm actively managing the trade. Now in Sierra Chart, I will be set. I mean, my trades are much different in Sierra Chart than they are here because your ability to customize things is drastically improved in Sierra Charts. Is it Sierra Charts or Sierra Chart? Well, market's about to close in 13 minutes, and we're looking to possibly either impulse up or we're going to lose about $400. So we'll see. It's either going to impulse up or we're going to lose about $400. Are we on the right chart? We are. Oh, we're going to lose more than $400 actually if it takes us out. Yeah. So we'll probably be upset about that whole situation. But we're giving it enough room to move. So where my stops are is basically where the stair-step pattern has developed in chart 2, below it. So the one thing I could probably do if I wanted to get really aggressive here is I could put one more entry here and then stop here. And then, I mean, that's not even aggressive. I would say 3 more stops there, or 3 more entries there as far as the stair-step. But If we're looking for the stair step pattern or chart 2, then this is actually awesome. So members, Trade Room Alpha, we just saw in the wild a live possible formation of the stair step pattern. So I'll share that in Trade Room Alpha as we silently sneak up on the NQ chart. We see for the first time in the wild the creation of a stair step pattern. Chart 2. Yeah, we see the creation on chart 2, the stair step pattern. This is the first time this has been captured on a live stream. I have to just entertain myself. So hopefully, hopefully y'all are okay with that. Bless your heart, you're probably saying, which I know is a slight in southern talk. Come on, you're gonna rip up. I know you want to. There we go. See, man, you got it in you. You got it. You can do it. You got the strength. Any questions? Otherwise, I'm ending the stream relatively quick. If there's questions, I'll answer questions. And I will be billing Trade08 for the tech support. Did that help, Reese? Join Discord if you haven't. Link below in the description.
Stop filled.
Oh, man, we got stopped out. That sucked. Yep. Now it's going to rip up. It's either going to do a level check or it's going to rip up again. Nah, that hurt. That hurt. The question is, do we want to go with it? I think we do.
Order filled.
Going to give it one more opportunity. And then, because we can make back what we just lost if this works out. If it works out. Otherwise, we're just dinging another $300. For those that are wondering, I used to trade the close, and I got pretty good at it. So this type of trade is like, I mean, you see it in the last 10, 15 minutes sometimes the last 8 minutes, and it lasts up to the last 4 or 5 minutes, 4 to 8 minutes after settlement or after market close, before settlement. So sometimes you'll just see it just make a move, and maybe it's people liquidating positions, changing their delta. I mean, there's various things. Who knows? Like, the thing you'll learn if you've been following me for a while is I don't try to make up fancy terms, and I don't try to say, oh, well, this move here is a liquidity zone and it's a stop hunt. In my early days, I fell into the trap on YouTube. I fell into the trap of using these fancy terms that these other traders make up that they have no idea, because they've never worked in a firm or they never have any exposure to large capital banks. They just made up these terms, and more power to them. You know what? If you're a trainer and you can create a term that gets adopted by the trading industry, you pretty much, you're like, I don't know what you would be, but you're like, you're part of the historical, like, I mean, you've worked your way into the zeitgeist of the trading world. So more power to you. I don't think that'll ever happen for me, just because I use a dog as an avatar and the name of the system is Rex Dogs Trading. So, we don't call it a mastermind group, but what you would think of as a mastermind group. I get ragged on all the time. It's getting good fun, but That's why I probably start using RD trade system a little bit more. Just, you know, lead with instead of, but Rex is still going to be I mean, he's still the paid spokesman. Well, he's not the paid, well, I feed him and I keep him safe, keep him warm. So Nephew Elite knows about that too. I mean, when Nephew Elite was here, him and Rex were buddies, like pals. See, we've already made back the money we lost on just 2 lots. We were in 4 on that other one. So not bad. Not bad. Not bad, Sonny. Back in my day. I probably need to take a class about how I can do better impersonations. I don't know, maybe I just I probably lose people because I probably annoy people on me entertaining myself. So I'm sure that there's people that are like, dude, you friggin' annoy me. I can't watch your stuff. Here we go. We're up about 565. Not bad for an end of AA trade. 5 minutes left. It's going to continue to rip up. It's going to keep going. So we're going to let it go. I think it's going to keep going. I think it's going to hit the RDA. I think it's going to go up to here. I think that's where it's going, up to here. Now, it might have done its job. Tomorrow might be one of those Fridays where, so far, almost every Friday has been like a rip, not a rip, but like a momentum long, bias long Friday. So what is this showing us? If this character of the market stays true, geez, man, that's some serious rippage. Ooh, even I'm surprised by that rippage. That is a technical trader term, by the way, rippage. Barry the Bond Trader, 1982. Actually, no, it should be this. Barry the Bond Trader, 1987. During that one day, coined the term. That's some serious rippage. I do apologize. I not really apologize. I just like, at this point, man, I just can't. I get, very little engagement from people talking, but we do get viewers and we get consistent growth and people are consistently joining. So, they're joining the mission of what we do at Rex Dog Trading. There is a larger mission here besides just, it's to make elite traders, but there's a larger mission that drives that, the why. Otherwise, I wouldn't get up every day and do it.
Stop filled.
Stopped out. All right, there we go. So I'm going to call the stream. Anybody have any what's the word I'm going to look for? What's the word I'm looking for? Any questions? I can answer questions. I'll take 10 minutes if people have questions about anything in trading, any ticker, anything else. Otherwise, I'll just assume that, no one has any questions and that everybody are highly profitable traders. And I there's no questions for that. Do you scale in? Absolutely. You have a really, really interesting name there. Yes. There are only 2 ways to enter a trade, and you don't mix them up. So for instance, you don't plan to scale in and then, or you don't plan to do,
Stop filled.
So what criteria? Well, in our trade system, which is really awesome, it tells us exactly what to trade. And what's great about our trade system is that we're not trading in arbitrary areas. And there's a specific scale in number that if you scale in at, that the market 80% of the time will give you an opportunity to break even at least once. So that's what I scale in at. I scale in at that number. And now what we're working on now is we're working on actually by ticker. For the NQ, that number, because the NQ is one of the widest ranging assets, especially in the future side, obviously that number is a little bit wider. But for other futures assets, future tickers, it's a little bit smaller. So that's what we scale in at. So we're scaling in at what we call reaction zones, where we expect a high probability reaction, and then you scale in equally. Now, as you get more sophisticated, our scale-in has a combination of the martingale technique, but I hate even referencing that because it's just scaling in properly. It's not a martingale technique, but people think it is. Basically, you scale in thirds in 3 different positions, but then your first position is kind of, let's say 3 lots. Your next position is maybe 3 lots, maybe 6 if you want to get aggressive, and then your next position is 9 to 15 would be how you would scale in the quasi martingale technique. Now, because I'm watching the charts, like I don't like set those scale ins. I'm usually scaling in, like I'm adding on. We use what's called a 4-chart setup, and the 4-chart setup tells us, we use kind of 1 chart for entry because it's the best chart for entries, and then in that chart, it gives you early clues for confirmation that reaction zone is going to hold up or not. It gives you early clues. It gives you early patterns to add. So what about market reversal, since you would skyrocket the risk on a small pullback? Well, no, I don't think you heard what I said, or maybe you did hear what I say, but you didn't. So today was a prime example where basically on that massive sell-off there, I took a larger loss than I wanted to, because, and I got one opportunity to get out at a relatively low loss. I didn't take it because I said, okay, I'll scale in lower, but then, it was obvious that the chart has switched. Now, I reversed too late in that trade. So I'll reverse. I used to be much better at this. I'm getting back to that mindset. But I'll reverse once the charts tell us to reverse. Sometimes it's hard, you understand that, I'm sure. You get into tunnel vision, right? So it's like, so you ask, like, the question specifically, what about market reversal, since you would skyrocket the risk on a small pullback? So let me be very clear. Let me just speak very clearly. This is what's unique about the trade system that I trade and I developed. Okay. And this is going to be released in the post that how we grade our trade system. Like, we grade our trade system on a daily basis, and it's not arbitrary, or it's not how we traded the system. It is how the system performed as far as providing quality trades that or high probability trades, I should say. So it has nothing to do with how we traded the system. So the system, all right, and this is kind of an important concept to what I'm saying. Most trade systems allow you to enter a trade at arbitrary spots in a chart, meaning that you can kind of enter a trade anywhere. Okay? The trade system that you see me trade, you're not allowed to enter trades at arbitrary areas. You are entering trades at only points where the rules, the indicators, the philosophy of the system says that this is a high probability reaction area. So that's a momentum trade. You're going with momentum and bias. So let me be very clear. So what I'm saying is, because that is your entry, on every entry that our system provides, there is a scale in number that if you scale in that number, the system provides, or the market will provide you one opportunity usually to have a very minimal loss, break even, or a very minimal gain. I know that sounds like I'm three different things, but I would say it allows you to break even. Okay. So I'll rephrase. You add a position. I see you trail stop loss since you increase the volume on the trade, but assume you kill the trade if a pullback occurs, since your break even moves up as you scale in. Yeah. Well, your basis moves down. Let's say that you're scaling in on a long fade trade. There's only two type of trades in our system: momentum or fade. There's only two type of trades that exist in the world: momentum or fade. Meaning that you're either fading, if you want to use the word trend, fine. You're either fading the trend or you're trading with the trend. We don't use trend here because it doesn't make sense. So let's say you're fading a trade and you're buying on a pullback, right? Like you said. Yeah, your basis will get better, closer, lower if you're fading in the trade as you scale in. So that's why I say but even with that, let's just take that out. Let's say that you don't increase your position size on the scaling going down. You just do equal. Let's say you're doing 9 lots, right? And you scale in the number. The system provides, the market provides, scaling in that number, at least one opportunity to break even, minimal loss. Now, whether or not you take it or not, that's up to you, right? Yeah. Well, no. So Lance Bailey, you mentioned the RDA is so consistent. I'm done trying to figure it out why it works, but you know why price always seems to be attracted to it. Yeah, I'll share my philosophy, but here's the thing. I'm going to just share this. Like, it took me years to obsess over this system and go through many indicators, spend, $50,000-$60,000 on training, just be obsessed about the market nonstop. Okay. But then when I remember I kind of remember the exact week that all of this came together, and I kind of was in disbelief. Like, I was on this elation high. I can't even describe it because I created the RDA because what I realized is I needed a bias indicator that I could look at a chart within 5 seconds and know, should I be long or short? So then I went through a series of 40 or 50 indicators. And then I realized, you know what? This needs to be simple. This needs to be something that captures. Now, I think I had this thought, but I've realized I'm answering your specific question. So you look at the RDA and most people discount it. Oh, it's just 6 moving averages and it's averaged. Okay, well, you know what? Who says that simple things in life don't work, right? Usually the simple things are some of the most elegant things in life. Well, what I've realized on the RDA is that those MAs, and I went through every iteration of MAs up to 700. So I started at, okay, well, let's do 12 and let's do 48. I went through prime numbers. I used the Fibonacci. I used fractals. I used, look, I did deep mathematical analysis and I didn't even graduate high school. So I don't know math. I had to teach myself advanced math concepts just to figure out, okay, what does this mean? All right. Anyways, the bottom line is what I believe why the RDA works so well is because it's a simple moving average. And now some people will say that's lagging. That's not good. That's actually really powerful when you understand how powerful a lagging indicator is and you use it correctly. It's a simple moving average. So it gives no precedence to recent price behavior. So it smooths out all the price. The other thing that if you look at the values in there, the values closely align with each value covers, I want to say this in a non-technical way. The 200, for instance, the 200 moving average, right, is used in trading systems, that people trade. It's 200 EMA, but is there that much difference between a 200? So for instance, if you look at a standard deviation, is the 200 EMA and the 200 moving average, is it really that much difference in price? It's really not. I mean, sometimes it is a little bit, right? Depends on the recent volatility. But at the end of the day, it's not super difference in price. So if you look at the numbers in there, so for instance, we use 48, not 50, right? I should know. But 48 is close to 50. People use 50 EMAs and 50 MAs. People also use, there's a segment of traders that use 33. So each value correlates with a specific trading style or a trading system, and it captures 80% of the trading systems that people implement. That's why I believe it holds up so well, is because it compresses 80% of the philosophy of how people trade the markets. And I'm not even saying these are technical traders, fundamental traders, and everything else. That's why I believe it works. But, I also kind of thank the universe every day that it provided me with the inspiration to create the system. Because, like I said, when it all came together, I remember the week as like I was in this kind of daze, because what I started doing, it's like you do all this hard work, and you put all this effort and this time and this focus in, right? And then suddenly you pull up a chart, and you're like, why did prices stopping at the RDA here and here and here, on the 5 minute, on the 60 minute, on the 4 hour, on the daily? Okay, that's kind of cool. Now, and then that's just the RDA. Now the other indicators and the rules that we have in the system, when I kind of solidified all those, this is that week. And then I pulled it on I think I first pulled it up on Ethereum, I believe. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, I wish I had this years ago. Like, or not years ago, but like, I guess, it would have been years ago, because it was probably about 18 months into my journey. I'm just like, holy crap. And then I couldn't believe it. So I spent like a day, literally, just going to every market I could imagine. I went to the Indian market, the Indian stock market. I went to, obscure Chinese markets. I went to, low float stocks. I futures, Forex, everything. And I'm like, this can't be real. Like, I think I found a glitch in the matrix. Like, there's something weird here. Like, I'm like, am I high? Like, what's going on? Like, because I was like, I can't believe that every chart I pull up, yeah, it doesn't work all the time, but like 80% of the time, like, the things are working. Now, I had to refine it somewhat from there, but I was like, what the hell? Like, it can't be this easy. Well, I say it can't be this easy. Then I remember the 18-hour days. And, the one thing I do regret, which is basically, and this is something I'll share with traders, like, trading can't rule your life where you're not present, right? Where basically I'd be at parties or get-togethers, right? And I'm there, I'm present, but I'm not present, right? I'm in a crypto trade, and I'm on my phone, and I'm thinking about trying to figure out my system, and people are talking and they're having fun, and, but my mind is elsewhere, right? So I don't have many regrets in life, because I say can't change it anyways, but, I wish, because what I do now is I turn it off, right? Like, okay, I'm out of the market. I don't need to think about the market. Like, or I'm in trades and they're managed. I don't need to think about it. So, tonight, well, I'm going to take Rex. We're probably going to go for a little drive because we haven't done it for a while. So I'm going to take Rex. We're going to get in the car and we're going to go for like an hour drive, and we're just going to drive and chill. I'm not going to think about the market. I mean, I might. So I couldn't sleep last night. I have an idea so the last thing I need to solve is, I don't know if there's people still watching or listening. I don't even know. But the last thing I'm going to solve is I'm going to figure out how to predict ranges. I'm going to figure it out. In the RexDog system, there is going to be a high probability way to figure out how to predict ranges. That's the holy grail, one of the holy grails of trading. So I'm going to figure out how to predict ranges, amongst all the other things I got to do. So the great thing about the market is when I figure out how to predict ranges, there's going to be another thing that the market's going to say, oh, you know what? You need to figure this out now. So I'm going to figure out how to predict ranges within the first 10% of a range. I'm going to figure that out, amongst all the other things that we're working on doing. But so I kind of had an idea last night percolating in my head, and I almost got up. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I was listening to some podcasts and stuff. And I was like, I got to get up and just start coding this. Like, I got to see if this actually has legs, because this actually is kind of a new concept I haven't seen anywhere else. But this will actually predict one aspect of a range, that a pattern that I see time and time again, but that's about 30% into a range. But I think with this, we could maybe get it down to maybe 20% in that range. And that at least will give us additional signal of a no trade zone, or that we should be range trading and calling the bluff on both sides of the market. So my envision, what I want an indicator that basically says, hey, 80% of the time when this indicator says this, we're 10 to 15% in a range. Okay, cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just start calling the bluff on both extremes. It breaks a high, I'm going to sell it. Breaks a low, or comes down to a low level, we're going to buy it. Breaks a high, breaks a low. And then it'll do that up until about 70% of that indicator. And then that indicator will say, it's uncertain at this point in time. Bam, we stop doing that. And then we look at the momentum on the chart. We follow momentum and bias. That, I think I figured out the first element of that indicator. And here's the thing with indicators. This is the thing with indicators, okay? So most people think this is what, so if you're trading the system, your members, I've said this before, but I've also learned as a trainer, what I got to do is I got to consistently say things. Sometimes you have to hear it 50 to 100 times. And that 100 time you get it. Okay, that's fine. Like, I gotta realize I'm the quote unquote air quotes expert, and I can't be sick of like these ideas that I think everybody knows. I just have to reinforce them. Okay, an indicator alone is garbage. An indicator with clearly defined rules that fit within your system is part of edge. I know that sounds okay. Yeah, duh, I get it. Okay, here's the thing. Most people, they just look at an indicator and they just say, that indicator, when it hits this or it does this. See, this is like this is how deep the system that you trade, members, has been thought about. Okay, like when I say that there's a reaction area, right? Well, we know that that's a reaction area, right? But we also know, what do we have? We have the 4-chart setup. And why do we have the 4-chart setup? Because the reaction area isn't enough. We need rules and patterns to apply to that reaction area to then trade that with better edge. So, the mistake most people make is they don't take an indicator to the next level, is they don't develop rules and patterns around that indicator that is unique to, not unique, I know they do. So, for instance, a good example is like when you see divergence, right, on the RSI or MACD or whatever, or RSI, you see divergence, right? That would be a key, right? The challenge is, how do I explain this without me going down a 5 to 10 minute rabbit hole? Let me just give me just 2 seconds just to think, so I don't go down a rabbit hole and I'm just really clear, because there is some questions here. Yeah, so what I'm saying, what I really want to be clear is that, okay, I came up with this kernel of what I think of an idea is, okay? And the indicator is one component. Now, how you apply that indicator and the rules, and then how it integrates with your other components of your system is the edge. So that's why I use the term the story of the chart. The story of the chart is the story of the 4-chart layout, the story of an individual chart. It's what is that story telling you at that given moment in time. That's why I use the term the story of the chart, because it's not just the interpretation of one indicator. So, for instance, when this range indicator is created, it will be, okay, this is the philosophy of the range indicator. And then here's how to take into account the story of the chart, the story of our 4-chart setup. You know, we've got our chart 1, chart 2, chart 3, and chart 4. So, but that's hopefully that explains. I mean, I know I went off on a rant. As you can tell, I'm passionate about trading. I'm passionate about the system. I'm passionate about, and we're starting to see some growth, a lot of growth, in members getting it, members, picking it up. And we're starting to add some really cool things, and we got really cool plans. So, we're like, I'm more and more excited every single day. So, like, I can't be more excited, I guess. So, any other questions? After 2 full years, finally started to have clarity with the RDA 3 weeks ago, and my P&L has been green every day since. It's awesome to hear, Lance. No, I mean, didn't buy your system yet because I learn better if I struggle through it. Thank you so much for making it free. Yeah. I would say though, look, if you align with my thinking, I would suggest considering joining, because the end state is that we probably won't be around publicly forever. So, I would consider, maybe if you align with the thinking. Plus, you know what? Maybe that's your process. You like to struggle, but one of the things that I've benefited from in my life is just, learning from others, and plus what I say too is that you're still going to struggle, because you're not going to be able to trade the system that I developed. You have to make it your own. So it needs to be the Lance Bailey trade system, inspired by the Rex Dog trading system. But, by the time you're consistently and reliably pulling capital from the market with it, it's your system. Like, you've thrown out the things that you don't prescribe to or doesn't fit your personality or mindset. And then you've kept the things that give you tremendous edge. So that's the way I would explain it. All right. Well, Lance, thanks for the questions, and hopefully I explained everything. And then thanks, Reese, for sticking around, as well as I don't know the that ASD, whatever the name is there. Thanks for sticking around. Tomorrow, nephew Lee, you're not on. Tomorrow we're planning. I think I saw a schedule. We're going to do the poker match. So we're going to play poker in Discord. We need to move that time up though, if we can, Tony, if you're not there. It'll be a Q&A and poker match, meaning that it'll be a combination of, we'll be playing poker in Discord, and then what we'll do is we'll be answering questions. So, we'll be bluffing as well as, And I want to do it probably, if we could do it sooner. Like, I don't really want to trade the afternoon tomorrow. So I'll stream in the morning. So I'll look if we can. Plus, I've got other things that are happening late or early. So it'll probably be earlier than what it's listed in our Discord server. So if you're not in Discord, you want to join Discord, I'm sure you can. I think there's limited seats of people who can play. I think it's 7, but then I think you can join and watch. And then I'll obviously not only join and watch, you can ask questions there. And then also we'll turn on the audio. So like you can ask audio questions, and then we can, chat in audio and stuff like that. So it'll be it's going to be a Discord exclusive. I might be able to stream it. I could probably stream it to YouTube, or I could probably stream it with OBS and stream it to YouTube, but obviously not TradingView. Maybe I could stream it to TradingView. I don't know. We'll see. No, I can't stream it to TradingView. TradingView does not allow anything that's not their charts to be streamed. So nope, can't do it. Not going to do it. Can't do it. So I do appreciate everybody. Thanks for being here. Once again, join Discord, and everybody have a great evening. I'm working on being more positive, and not a curmudgeon sometimes. I know I complain too much about technology and little things that annoy me. But I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the question. I look forward to seeing you again too, as well, Lance and Reese and everybody else in Discord or in YouTube and TradingView. All right, we're out. Oh wait, no, I don't have a soundboard, do I?
To be the place you knew. How could you have such horrible instincts and survive this long?
I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
I love it.